everyone. Sorry, a little bit a fraction behind. Let me get Lozzie in here. Oh, where are we? Video call. There we go. How are we? How is everyone? Lozzie's now coming in. Should be. There we go. Let's get chaffy. You know what I mean? Gangster. Let's get gangster. Join the video call. Does this just... and then... hello. And I'll pop him out. There he is. Say hello.
Hello to the peeps.
There you go. I can nudge you. I've got you. I can hear you. On the screen. Lozzie's already been kicked off the show, says Brad. It's not true.
That's it.
It's not true. How is everybody? How are you, Loz? How's your day been?
It's been alright, you know. It's been like slumming it, you know what I mean? Grafting.
Nice. That's the way, mate. I just got back from Mum's.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually saw Amber as I was driving back. She was stood on the corner of Lynn Grove, chatting to a girl. I'm guessing maybe a colleague or something. I drove past as I was coming back. I was like, I swear that's Amber. Have another look. That is Amber. Got some Voss in my meal deal today. Would you believe it? Plastic though.
Oh,
Not glass Voss, you know what I mean? But it still is Norwegian's finest.
that's ranking it. You gotta have the glass.
That's it. That is it, mate. Oh. Carl says I've applied for some jobs earlier. The latest pod was so true. What part of it, mate? What part of it?
Yeah.
The fact that if you mop up shit out of a swimming pool within a time frame before it dissipates, you ain't got to close the pool. Or, because, you know what I mean, there are a few parts of that could be very true very false.
Good advice.
Fucking all these new subs, thanks guys. You swines. Get out. Oh, what's this? I'm not to be ungrateful, I'm trying to do a shit. No, I'm trying to do a show and you're all subbing. Fuck off. No, I'm joking. That was a joke. If you're new here, hello. How you doing? Ryan says, hey Jordan and Lozzie, hope you're all well. Chris, thoughts on England versus Germany? I mean, it's one of them, do you know what I mean? That's like, we'll see. That's how I feel about that, we'll see. But today, Lars, I want to talk about the fucking aliens, mate, because the, you know, before Trump came out of his presidency, he put into effect this 180 days to you know, give us all your shit. That report has been completed.
There you go.
So we're gonna have a look at that today, and see what we all think. But I'm also intrigued to find out what everyone thinks about aliens in general, because I know some people have some, you know, interesting thoughts. Some that I quite strongly disagree with, but. That is the, you know, everyone has a right to an opinion, in my opinion. Look at this, all these subs come through. Jesus, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the last, like, 10 seconds.
You'll have to see it, you really do.
Cookie Man says, how are you boys today? Not too bad. Carl says, fucking all of it, the soul-destroying experience, the pointless questions in interviews and applications. This is the thing, if we can just talk about that just for a second. Like this, I was thinking about this earlier. I think, you know, because let's be honest, job interviews are fucking horseshit. You're literally pretending to be someone that you're not just to get the job.
Yeah.
I think it should just be like, right, what qualifications have you got? Okay. What sort of person are you? Right. What are your likes? What are your dislikes? What's your sense of humour like? Okay, I'm going to put you on a 2-month trial, and if you want to leave, you can leave without any notice. If I want to get rid of you, I can get rid of you without any notice, because we're not going to know if you're a good employee or if we're going to get on until we do this. So let's stop beating around the bush and being fucking, you know, professional dickheads here, and let's just get on with the job. You know, and also like I feel like as an employee you need to, sorry, as an employer, you need to respect that some people are just there for the paycheck, and that's not a fucking issue. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, you don't have to believe in the vision of the guy that made the company. If all you're there for is money, you know, it's not. That doesn't make you a fucking criminal. You know. But yeah. Lozzie met an alien and the alien refused to leave. Lives in his basement. They hang out sometimes. Says Scott. Is that true?
Well, I ain't got a basement, but I've got an attic.
No.
So...
Does that mean technically your house is 4 floors? Because you're in the third, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm in the attic conversion, but then we have actually got an attic on top of this. So. Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. Oh dear. Elizabeth says, I don't know if I believe in aliens, but I'm scared if I say I don't believe that they will come and get me to prove me wrong. This is it. I don't believe in aliens, and then that night you get absolutely probed. Rectile Dysfunction says, isn't Lozzie meant to be on Love Island later? It's true.
Look, I've got commitments, you know. It's all pre-filmed anyway.
Aliens built Market Gates, Dan. Who's got Snoop Dogg in a Norwich shirt? I saw him live in that shirt. Lozzie Penthouse Tour. Lozzie, would you give us a little spin? Is it tidy? Have you room? Have your room? Yeah.
Yeah. I've recently had it like done up a bit because I've got the RGBs on the go. Look.
Oh, look at this!
Do you know what I mean?
Nice.
Just go for all different colours, like absolutely.
I might actually now you say that because we're doing aliens. Oh, mate, that's sick. I'm gonna put mine to green. Fucking love RGBs. They're relatively cheap as well, aren't they? I think I got like 50...
mate, I've got a fucking another roll of them, eh?
Oh, nice. I got 15 metres for like 30 quid.
Oh, you'll love to see it.
Yeah.
I don't know if the green will make it look a bit weird. We'll roll with it.
So yeah, let's have a little look.
Go on then, I'll pick up the... I'll get to the side, sure, mate. Right, so...
Oh, wow.
Got Calyx.
Look at this! What the fuck? That was behind you before, wasn't it? You had some stuff behind you.
Yeah, that's all fucking gone.
Where'd you get that from? That's a nice shelf.
IKEA, and then I'll try and show you my fucking desk without
Look at this.
And I've got the desk here with all my shit on.
Fucking hell. Lozzie's living it up.
Fucking chair. Got a window in case it gets a bit too much. Throw myself out.
Third story as well. You would probably end it.
Oh mate, yeah, that'd be a mess.
None of this fucking paraplegia shite.
Yeah.
That's fucking brilliant.
There you go.
I'll let you explain. Scott says, why doesn't Lozzie stream on Twitch?
Just I don't know. I mean, basically, I need a better PC for a start to like stream any games, and I need better internet. So, but I can sort that out. I need to sort that out really, but I need to sort my channel out as well. To be honest, I just need more time as well. Time is such a precious commodity.
It is. Ooh. So go over and sub to Atma to get... See, this is the thing, right? When Atma succeeds, it'll buy lots of time for Lozzie. So not only do you get like more Atma content, and if Atma really starts when Atma really starts going, you'll get multiple fucking pods a week. I look forward to breaking Ben with that one. But also you'll get Lozzie with spare time for his own channel and for streaming and stuff. So do you know what I mean? You got more Lozzie.
If you want more of this, give me money.
Support Atma.
Yeah.
With your subscriptions, hit that sub button. Also something I'm getting close to 100k. And I'd say, well, I think I'm about 8,500 subs away from 100k. I think by the rate of these subs coming through, I might get it tonight. Fucking hell.
That's it. Let's get on
Jesus.
that train.
That's it. Can't believe Jordan hasn't been to his best mate's house. Right. So, well, let it be known. When he first moved in, I came over and I decorated, and you didn't have any lights for some reason, so I brought some lamps around. But have you still got them?
Yeah, I've got them somewhere in here.
I was gonna say because they're decent lighting lamps, mate. You want to bang them on, additional lighting.
That's it.
But yeah, I mean, obviously COVID and shit, but I did come round last year, didn't I? But I was in the garden. It was all above board.
It was. Do you know what I mean?
It was all above board,
Boris,
but yeah.
Don't come after me.
The thing is, because obviously, Loz, you live, well, down the road from my mum and that. But obviously, when I come that way, I tend to just, dip into my mum's, maybe go see my nannies or whatever, and then away I go. But we'll have to come round. I did. So is your studio? Are you like for the foreseeable future, like finished? Is it where you want it to be?
We're weighing up recarpeting it.
Oh,
So
nice.
I don't know yet, but it's going to be like it's going to cost us to get this recarpeted and downstairs in the bedroom like 1,800 quid. So
Fucking hell.
that's what I mean.
Is it
That'll
that
be a
much?
finance job.
Is it that much?
Yeah, because obviously you've got the stairs for the attic, which is going to be a pain in the ass to do.
Right.
And you've got obviously the attic itself, and then the downstairs, the main bedroom, and then also our spare bedroom we want to get done as well.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be quite a bit, but we'll just have to see if we can get it sorted.
Fair play.
But if not, it'll stay as it is. It's perfectly fine. It's not like the carpet's fucking, coming apart or anything or falling apart.
I've got
just like to have a bit of change.
Mine's all fucking wooden flooring. I miss having carpets.
Oh mate, if you had wooden flooring up here, it'd be a nightmare.
Yeah.
You can already hear like people up in the attic from downstairs.
Yeah.
So having wooden flooring would be absolutely shite.
Lozzie's excuse for money laundering through carpet, right? Jesus. That's it. Fucking. What we got? Lozzie shag pad. Where's the drum kit?
Oh, that's it. Don't even know. I'm assuming my acoustic kit must still be in the ether somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's still in the shed at the fucking Slam and Gen Central.
Christ. Jesus.
Garage, sorry. Aaron says make sure you don't fall out of that chair.
Very good.
Tush.
I see what you did there.
Have you done a video on the pyramids of Giza? I have. I did it last year. I did indeed. Remember to like the stream, guys. Exactly. Benix is in the place.
That's what you need.
Football's coming home. Score predictions for tomorrow, fellas. Ooh, I don't know.
I mean, it's a very rare game for me because I win either way.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Germany in the sweepstakes.
Yeah. I'm slightly concerned, mate, if it goes to Belgium, England in the final. Because I'm going to want Belgium to win. Full disclosure. Full transparency. So, because it's like, well, if England win, yay, England won the Euros. If Belgium wins, yay, 500 quid. So,
there you go.
You know what I mean? Can my allegiance be bought? Yes, for 500 quid.
That's the price.
Yeah. Take me to your leader, lol. Oh, wait, never mind. Hello, Poppy. Fucking hell, what a throwback question. Matt H, would you ever go to Leeds Fest instead of Reading? I mean, I went to Leeds Festival in 2013. I feel like I've answered this question many times. But to be fair to you, not for about 4 years. Yeah, I wouldn't particularly... Now I'm out of it. Now I'm, out of the old, the game. I wouldn't really give a shit either way that I went. Do you know what I mean? To be honest, if I went to Leeds Festival, I'd probably drop in on Ellen Road, fucking Superstore on the way back. You know what I mean? What about you, Loz? We didn't give score predictions. I'm sorry. I think Germany are going to fucking teach us a lesson. I don't think it's going to end well, personally. 3-0. 3-0 Germany.
I'll go 2-1 Germany. So I also think Germany will win. But still coming home for me, possibly.
Germany are going to beat us, but it's coming home. 100 viewers. Hello, everyone. Hit that like button. You lads listen to Def Leppard. Can't say I do.
I've heard a few of this stuff.
Did aliens or the Chinese start COVID? All I'm going to say is, and obviously, allegedly, possibly, maybe, Wuhan has a fucking biological warfare research laboratory. And 4 months before the pandemic hit, and a couple of months before anyone really knew about COVID, a few of the researchers, scientists from said lab, were in hospital with coronavirus. So, you know, sometimes in life, if you add 2 and 2 together, you just get 4. You know what I mean? Or you could say that it was from a bat meat in a wet fish market because the people there wear sandals. What sounds more fucking likely to you?
Yeah. Open toe fucking sandals is the way.
That's it.
It's just spreading every disease.
That's it. Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. If you like conspiracies, guys, go follow me on TikTok, because that is where I've been doing a lot of my conspiracy content. Today I did a great one on, you know, if I do say so myself, on how John McAfee definitely did not kill himself. Hello, Vault 100. Did you work at Great Yarmouth Haven? No, I never worked at Seashore. I didn't work at Seashore.
We had friends who did.
Yeah, we did. What do you think about the Russians shooting at UK warships? Weren't we in their waters technically?
Well, it's basically what Russia claims is theirs, which is probably soon to be the entire Earth.
Yeah.
That's like,
why did you nuke London? It is Russian territory. Oh. Scary, innit? Scary. Rachel Garn is there. How many months is that? Can I see? No, hover over. It won't tell me. But thank you for being a member, Rachel. You got all the emojis. You got the Discord. All that good jazz. But yeah, what do you think about the? I mean, as far as I was aware, we kind of accidentally ventured into their waters. But if that's wrong, then it's a bit naughty of the old Ruskies. My
it's
TikTok
all posturing
is
anyway,
Rhino.
man.
It's all what?
It's all posturing.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
I don't think
they haven't been shot, have they? Right. They just
they
made
just
a
like
splash.
fired like random shots into the air. It was like
right. Yeah, that's fair. Do you know what I mean? It's just that's fucking how Russia operate, you know. What's your favourite Slipknot song? Unsainted for me. What about you, Loz? You got a favourite Slipknot song?
I need to listen to more Slipknot, to be honest. I mean, I've not listened to a song that I've gone, I don't like this so far. So I don't know. I need to listen to it more, but I do like Unsainted. Obviously, Duality's up there.
Yeah.
But I'm
sure.
like basic bitch, you know. So I'll probably just have to say Duality because that's probably the only other one I can actually name.
Nice. Rachel Khan, 11 months. Thank you so much. That big 12 month is coming.
Oh.
Do you still use the chairs for the pod that you got in the budget challenge for the first episode? Yes. Apart from Jimmy, who got that stool, which we haven't seen since. I don't know where that went.
He's got it at his factory.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I'm sure one day it'll make a return. Bonjour, Matthew. How did Sweet One Geese come about? It's just a play on like Sweet One Geezer, but you just put the animal instead. Do you know what I mean? It's just the way it is. That's just
Sweet
the
One
way it
Geese.
is. couple of people talking about a pandemic. Jeez. Get on that BTEC welding. Right, what's it? Let me get a little article up about this Pentagon UFO report. Let me have a look at it. Right, this pisses me off.
Imagine if this becomes like such an amazing thing that Trump's done, just to make sure that this gets published, and it leads to like the actual proof of alien life existing, or contact even.
Yeah.
Is that Donald Trump did that? Donald Trump did that.
Of all the people.
Yeah.
Of all the people. We're doing another camping episode. We are going to be doing some more specials coming up. Alex Jones is in the place. Who has Switzerland got?
France.
Oh, mate, if France get knocked out, that'd be huge for me.
Yeah.
That'd be absolutely huge. Come on, Switzerland.
Come on, the Swiss.
So, the Pentagon report says, this blows my mind, UFOs can't be explained, and this admission is a big deal. A report from the US task, this is the conversation.com, by the way. So, a report from the US task force dedicated to investigating UFOs, or in the official jargon, the UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, it's not going to catch on. Just fucking put them back to UFOs, please.
Yeah.
Please. The Russian sleep experiment, done a video on it, mate. Close to 100k, let's go. Has neither confirmed nor rejected the idea such sightings could indicate aliens' visit to Earth. On Friday, June 25th, the Officer of the Director of National Intelligence released its eagerly awaited unclassified intelligence report titled Preliminary Assessment of Unidentified Aerial Phenomena. The document is a brief 9-page version of a larger classified report provided to the Congressional Services and Armed Services Committees. It assesses the threat posed by unidentified aerial phenomena and the progress the Department of Defense, the unidentified aerial phenomena. See, it's such a mouthful. The UAP task force has made in understanding this threat. The report certainly does not, as many were hoping, conclude UFOs are alien spacecraft. Rather, it shows the task force hasn't made much progress since first being set up 10 months ago. Perhaps this is unsurprising given its task. However, the task force's very existence would have been unthinkable to many people just 1 year ago. It's unprecedented to see the broader policy shift towards the acknowledgement of UFOs as real, anomalous physical phenomena that are worthy of extended scientific and military analysis. Seemingly advanced technologies. The report withholds specific details of its data sample, which consists of 144 UFO reports made mostly by military aviators, pilots, between 2004 and 2021. Its bombshell finding is that a handful of UAPs appear to demonstrate advanced technology. This handful, 21 of the 144, represents classic UFO enigmas. These objects appeared to remain stationary in winds aloft, move against the wind, maneuver abruptly, or move at considerable speed without discernible means of propulsion. In a small number of cases, military aircraft systems process radio frequencies, energy associated with UAP sightings. These characteristics indicate that some UAPs may be intelligently controlled because they aren't blown around by the wind and electromagnetic as they emit radio frequencies. In March, former Director of National Intelligence John Ratcliffe told Fox News some reports describe the objects as travelling at speeds that exceed the sound barrier without a sonic boom. Sonic booms are sound waves generated by objects breaking the sound barrier. No known aircraft can travel faster than the sound without creating a sonic boom. NASA is currently developing quiet supersonic technology, which may allow planes to break the sound barrier while issuing a subdued sonic thump. Some have claimed the objects are probably secret, See, this is what pisses me off. Some have claimed that the objects are probably secret, advanced Russian or Chinese aircraft. Right. Why would they be secret? What benefit would there be for them to be secret? Do you know what I mean? It's like if you if you build a fucking jet that is a shit ton better than America's, and you're Russia, I'm pretty sure you probably and you can break the sound barrier without a sonic boom. You probably fucking fly the cunt over America stealthily somehow, breaking the sound barrier and drop a nuke, and then just be like, oh, who did that? You know what I mean? However, global aerospace development has failed to match the flight characteristics of objects reported since the late 1940s, and it seems counterproductive to repeatedly fly secret aircraft into an adversary's airspace where they can be documented. Also true. If you're trying to keep it a secret, why are you fucking floating it above America or the UK? The reports released is a profoundly important moment in the history of UFO mystery, largely because of its institutional context. To fully appreciate what this moment might mean for the future of UFO studies, we have to understand how the UFO problem has been historically institutionalized. In 1966, the US Air Force was facing increasing public pressure to resolve the UFO problem. Its effort to do so, then known as Project Blue Book, had become an organizational burden and a public relations problem. It funded a 2-year scientific study of UFOs based at the University of Colorado, headed by prominent physicist Edward Condon. The findings, published in 1969 as the final report on scientific study of identified flying objects, allowed the Air Force to end its UFO investigations. Condon concluded nothing had come from the study of UFOs in the past 21 years that added to scientific knowledge. He also said further extensive study of UFOs probably cannot be justified in the expectation that science will be advanced thereby. Nature, one of the world's most reputable scientific journals, described the Condon report as a sledgehammer for nuts. But by then, the Air Force had collected 12,618 reports as part of Project Blue Book, of which 701 of them were categorized as unidentified. Unlike the Pentagon's report, the Condon report didn't find any UFOs that appeared to demonstrate advanced technologies. The most problematic cases were resolved by being categorized ambiguously. Here's one example. This unusual sighting should therefore be assigned to the category of some almost certainly natural phenomena, which is so rare that it apparently has never been reported before or since. Right, so basically some of these UFOs is a freak natural occurrence that hasn't happened before or since. Don't really buy that. With this strategic category in the toolkit, there was no need to acknowledge. If you just chalk it up to that, you don't have to acknowledge that actually it's advanced technology exhibited by the UAPs. Indeed, they were deliberately filtered from institutional knowledge. So a lot of these reports, they just put it down to, it's just a natural phenomenon that we can't explain. Fuck it. So recovering from that. For most of their post-war history, UFO reports have been regarded by state institutions as knowledge out of place or information pollution, something to be excluded, ignored or forgotten. The Pentagon's UAP task force represents an abrupt reversal of this long-standing organizational policy. UFO reports made primarily by military personnel are no longer pollutants. They are now important data with national security implications. That said, they do still represent uncomfortable knowledge. As the late Oxford University anthropologist Steve Rhino observed, knowledge can be uncomfortable for institutions in 2 ways. First, Rhino said acknowledging potential information by admitting it to the realm of what is known may undermine the organisational principles of a society or an organisation. I.e., that is an alien, and then society shits the fucking bed. That was me ad-libbing, by the way. Meanwhile, he said not admitting such information may also have serious I've never seen that word before. Not admitting such information may also have deleterious effects on institutions. Either directly, deleterious. I'm guessing it's like deleting effect. I don't know. Either directly or by making them prone to criticism from other parts of society that they ought to have known. Both aspects describe the institutional context of UFO information. We're nearly there, and then we'll discuss. The UFO Department of Defense has confirmed UFOs threaten flight safety and potentially national security. In doing so, it has exposed a weakness in its organizational principles. It has admitted that it is not very good at knowing what UFOs actually are. It also faces the criticism that 7 decades after UFOs first appeared on the radar, That isn't 7 decades. They're literally in fucking hieroglyphics, man. It ought to know what they are. The new Pentagon report doesn't compel us to accept the reality of alien visitation, but it does compel us to take UFOs seriously. Well, that to me is just fucking contradictory. How can it be like, take UFOs seriously because we don't know what they are, but we don't think they're aliens? It's probably fucking Putin. It's like, it's not though, is it?
Yeah.
It's fucking not. Tom C, they do get uploaded afterwards. They do indeed. But yeah, that's that. So basically, the long and short of it, from what I can gauge, is we don't know what these things are. Some of it is technologically advanced, but blame Russia and China. It's like, imagine the fucking aliens come, yeah? And they just fucking eradicate Russia and China. And then turn their gaze to America. And then America's like, oh, fuck, it wasn't the Russians or the Chinese. Shit.
No, they still say blame Russia and
Yeah.
China.
Putin's playing the long game. Don't fall
They're
for it.
They're faking it.
Yeah. Oh, dear. But, yeah. What do we all think in the chat as well? What do you think, Loz? What do you? Because you're not a believer. You don't really believe in aliens, do you?
It's not that I don't. I do believe in aliens. I just haven't seen one, like in person, like what I would determine as an alien. But I believe they exist.
Yeah.
Just because if you do the basic, like, I don't know, the basic maths is like the vastness of the universe, like, dictates there must be life somewhere else. Just from that, really. But seeing the Tic Tac thing, that was probably like the first time that I've looked at footage and gone, yeah, that could possibly be something alien.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah. No, 100%. Like, you can't, that Tic Tac, you can't fucking explain it. And, like, generals of fucking aviation in America have been like, that is 1,000 years ahead of anything that we have. Now, I don't care what the fuck Russia have got in their military bunkers or China. If a nation is 1,000 years ahead on secret technology, their basic technology would at least be a fucking 100 years ahead. Instead, everyone's playing with the same shit. So there's just no fucking way. In my mind, there is no way that the Tic Tac, which is a fucking great example, is Russian or Chinese.
I think you've got to look to kind of... I know China is like a fast... like it's been a developing country for quite a long time now. And you compare it to what they've done in history. Like, take the space race, for example.
Yeah.
America, like, won that straight out.
Yeah.
They were the... Well, as if you believe they put people on the moon, obviously. And so you've got two countries who historically have kind of missed the boat on a lot of technology advancements in history. Now we're meant to believe that they're suddenly creating this technology that's like thousands of years past what an American general thinks that they could produce. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Especially when, you know, industries like the fucking oil industry and stuff has such a grip over technology and fossil fuel, you know, the need for fossil fuels, which is a massively inefficient fuel source to be used because there's so much money in it for all these rich people. That has stunted our technological advances massively, you know. So the fact that, you know, you got all these oil oligarchs in Russia and stuff, I can't imagine that, you know, let's say, for example, apparently, you know, Tesla tapped into the space between space, dark matter, and found infinite energy. I can't imagine that they're fucking using that, for example, which would explain things, certain things, you know, gravitational propulsion and shit within the Tic Tac. You know, I can't imagine that they're doing that sort of stuff. You know, obviously, you know, it could be wrong, but I just don't think I am. The Germans, I don't. The fuck, I'm telling the Germans. The shit they were doing in World War II. Forget about all the human experience. The fucking technological advances those fucking cunts are up to. I'd say that they were fucking aliens. You know what I mean? Like, they were fucking... The shit that they were up to, man. Like...
Yeah.
I mean, you say America won the space race. They didn't. America didn't win the space race. Fucking Operation Paperclip won the space race. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you're good at making missiles and shit. Well, if you can turn... You know, rather than having the missile blow up, if you could change that into a rocket that'll take people to the moon, that'd be fucking sweet. But also, let's say... Alright, well, they could, I guess, but... Let's say Russians or China have the ability for this fucking Tic Tac or whatever, yeah? They're 1,000 years ahead of us. Why haven't they fucking colonised Mars? Why haven't they made Mars China too? You know what I mean? Leave it. You know, go if you're that technologically advanced. I refuse to believe that you'd still be pissing around on this planet. It's just I love this. I love this subject. I really do. But it does frustrate the fuck out of me. But then you got people like Bob Lazar who, you know, claim that they've had these alien spacecraft for fucking decades, and they're just what do they call it? Where you like reverse engineer. Yeah, reverse engineer all this stuff. And then they shelf it for like a decade until technology catches up, so they can like break away at it some more. But yeah, it's just, I just think it's so fucking mind-numbingly ignorant to be like, nah, it's not aliens. Aliens don't exist. We don't have proof that aliens exist. It's like, man, how much more fucking proof do you need? You got alien sightings, not just from like the odd fucking nutcase. You've had alien sightings throughout history where like towns of people have seen shit. You know, you had the I think in a conspiracy episode, Dan talked about that school in one of those African countries where the kids, like, all of them reported the same thing, seeing this alien spacecraft and shit. And it's just like, you know, you've had massive groups. Shit's out there. I think they're fucking among us. I feel like this sort of report is probably there just to try and throw people off, to be honest. But to what end? I don't get the whole fear thing. I really don't. I'm telling you, mate, if aliens arrive tomorrow, you probably have a bit of hysteria with the like hardcore fucking Catholics and that, being like, oh my god, my whole life's a lie. But do you know what would happen? The vast majority of people would make memes for Twitter. There wouldn't be fucking... Alright, you might have the odd cunt going and fucking fighting over toilet roll in Tesco, but you know, the world isn't going to end if a fucking alien rocks up, because I'm not being funny, it's the most logical outcome. If you think it, like you were saying, with how big space is and stuff, if you think about the logical outcome of our situation, it's that there's probably fucking aliens out there.
Yeah.
But like, maybe, you know, there is a chance that maybe they haven't visited personally. You know, maybe the Tic Tac is just like a fucking massively technologically advanced probe. Like, we send probes out. We've sent probes, I think, to the edge of our fucking... to the edge of the Milky Way, haven't we? Or we're getting close. I think we've gone past all the planets, you know, with certain probes. But obviously they just like beam back pictures, whereas maybe these cunts have just got, you know, technology that is massively, you know, got a big signal on it, and they can control them from wherever they are, you know, or we have a lifespan. Because that is just our, you know, that is what we are as creatures. But who's to say that, you know, there's alien races that don't, the concept of a lifespan is it makes no sense to them, because maybe they can just keep going and keep going and keep going, or our lifetime is like a fucking blip to them, and so, you know, spending 100,000 years going across space maybe to them is like a fucking, you know, a month.
Yeah.
There's so many. I don't know. I've just been thinking.
I mean, just for reference, I've just quickly searched it. The Voyager 1 satellite that NASA released, I don't know when they released it, to be fair. I think it must have been like in the 60s, 70s. Might have been slightly before then, but just for reference, it's 22 billion kilometers away from Earth.
There you go. And we sent that out there.
We did.
You know what I mean? So, oh my god, TAC has just subscribed. Tick will be in a minute. But yeah.
And it's officially left our solar system.
Oh, it has left our solar system. There we go.
Yep.
You know, and that could fly past a semi-primitive. Let's call ourselves semi-primitive. That could fly past a semi-primitive fucking planet, and they'll be like, oh my god, look, aliens. And actually, look at us. We're just a load of fucking dipshits that are arguing over toilet roll because of a pandemic.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, you just look at... I don't know. Oh, man. I just think... us as a species piss me off. Because it's just like... we kind of act like we know it all, and I just think everything that we scientifically believe ultimately are just theories, because science is only science until it's disproved, and then something else takes over. Do you know what I mean? I'm not denying science. I'm just saying that everything that we have in place isn't necessarily correct. Our understanding of the universe is more than likely so fucking wrong it's embarrassing, you know. And like you look at evolution and things like that, and I'm sure there'll be people in the fucking chat that'll be like, you know, give a scientific reason for this, but you know, crocodiles, hundreds of thousands of years old, they still look like crocodiles. Yeah, us as a species and how we developed, we leapfrogged every cunt out there, and we sped up exponentially. Does that not just... if you were looking at us as a scientific experiment and our progression compared to everything else on our planet, does that not just scream scientific experiment? Does that not just scream like been given the cheat codes, been fucked with? If I had to put every penny I would ever earn for the rest of my life on a theory of how we got here, hand on heart, I would put it on. I'd put it on alien. What's it called? Interference with our species, right? But I've been thinking about this a lot recently, about potential reasons why. Now, obviously, it could just be like, we do experiments all the time, so maybe they're just doing it on a grander scale, you know, rather than fucking going into a forest and fucking with shit, they're going to a different planet. But what if basically the human race, or as we call it, the human race, actually spans galaxies, right? And if you think about colonizing planets and shit, yeah, one day, once we use up all our resources, we want to colonize other planets because it's the only way we're going to survive, yeah? What if we're already part of a colonization thing? What if our species is millennia old and does have the technological advancements to to travel to different planets, and what if that's when they inseminate the planets and colonize them and terraform them? What if our thousands of years of progression and stuff and terraforming the planet is to terraform the planet for our creators, if you like, to come here and be like, yay, now the planet's ready? Or it's just a way to continue the species going. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh no, we're going to go extinct. Well, let's go fucking dot ourselves on planets throughout the galaxy. It makes sense. And also, the theory that, the stereotypical little green man, has a massive head, is very like feeble, very small muscle stature and stuff, right? Yeah, in the stereotypical kind of alien, and the alien that has been reported to be taken from Roswell and stuff, right? Well, as we have evolved as human beings, our brains have got bigger and bigger and bigger, and as we rely more and more on technology, our needs to do things ourselves and to use our bodies ourselves diminishes, and so from an evolutionary standpoint we would become weaker. Our heads would get bigger, our muscle mass would decrease. So maybe these little fucking green men are us, thousands of years evolved, and they're the ones that have come along and they're just inseminating in these apes on all these different planets, or maybe putting the apes there, who knows? Maybe it's all just one big science experiment. But I just think, if you think about it logically, like that, and I'm sure a lot of people are just be like, you're fucking mental. I think that theory makes more sense than a dude sat on a cloud, made the Earth in 6 days, and put his feet up on the 7th.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it does, when you compare it to that, for me personally. That's infinitely more logical than how the creationist side of the story. But there we go. You got people who believe different shit.
Of course, and everyone's entitled to their beliefs. You know what I mean? I'm not I'm just, that's just what I think I believe. So what do you believe, Lawrence? What is your, if you had to have a punt?
I mean, at the moment, I still believe that life as we know it, as in our race, came about from essentially the Big Bang, I guess, and then the evolution of small creatures then going into the mammals that would obviously walk, and then obviously us. But I'm not like dead fast. I'm not going to die on the hill of that. If there's something that comes up that says, look, this is evidence that we weren't created that way, with, like, for example, your theory, if that can be, like, substantiated in any way, and it's not like I'm going to refuse to believe it. But yeah, at the moment, that's what I feel has happened. Probably, I can't say for definite. Obviously, no one can say for definite because we haven't got records that go that far back.
Yeah.
And that can be, like, deemed as legitimate. But yeah, at the moment, that's what I believe.
Fair play. Void from Existence says, it makes more sense than God, yes, but not more than evolution, not a chance. No, my theory literally involves evolution. I'm saying that we were put here to evolve. The aliens forced us to evolve faster. That's what I'm saying. Bill Gates is evil. Donates $2 and says, fun fact, Mr. Cowley, don't know who that is, came up with the Greys concept. Is that my idea? That they are us? Is that what that is? I don't know what that is. What is the Greys concept? But thank you for the $2. What was I going to say? I was going to blow everyone's minds. No, I don't know. Oh yeah, there's also scraps of evidence that thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, back when we thought we were like fucking cave dwellers, that actually there's evidence of quite technologically advanced civilizations, you know, and perhaps it's just been lost to time. And actually, you know, they're imagine, right, okay, let's use COVID as an example. Fuck it, it's topical. Imagine COVID, yeah, fucking wiped out like 98% of the population of the earth, yeah? A borderline extinction event, right? All the fucking scientists, all the rockets, everyone was fucking gone, and everything was decimated, and we had to go back to fucking basics. You know, we have to cultivate the land, we have to survive, blah 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 blah. Yeah, we would be put back fucking thousands of years. Yeah, and if for some reason, I don't know, fucking coronavirus melted documents and shit, let's just give it that ability as well. If evidence of this intelligence was wiped away, then everything that we've achieved so far would potentially be lost to history. Do you see what I mean? So what I'm saying is, if there could have been advanced civilizations before we realise, and there could have been some form of extinction event, or, you know, partial extinction event that just rendered it lost to history.
Yeah.
It's all possible, and it's fun to theorize rather than being like, no, dinosaurs don't exist. Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Crowley. I've got a fucking hair in my mouth still, made him. Can the aliens please give us a new update, because I'm sick of not being able to fly.
Give us the update now.
We have evolved from microbacteria, though. I just wonder why they would put us here with no help per se. Yeah, but you say that, and then you look at all of the strange, you know, things like the pyramids, and the fact that the architecture is so similar across the entire planet in a time where we couldn't even fucking, you know, possibly get to these places, and the mathematical formulations of these structures, and how they all line up, and how, you know, they line up with constellations in space and all sorts of shit, you know, stuff that if people didn't even have a fucking wheel, how the fuck were they doing that shit? So you say, you know, without any help per se. I think that we have been helped along the way a lot, you know. Also, just in the Bible, the description of angels in the Bible, if you look at the biblical explanations of descriptions of angels, they are fucking spaceships, if ever I've heard them. If ever I've heard it. We've definitely lost lots of time. I don't think we've ever been as advanced as we are now, but there is probably some wild shit that has been lost, yeah, for sure. Why are we so different from everything else on the planet? We are hairless, so need clothes and can't digest raw meat. Name another animal like that. Pretty alien, if you ask me. There you go. I've got a fucking hair in my mouth that I can't get rid of. Alistair Crowley came up with the concept of the grey alien. Oh. Or did he see one? Wasn't there a computer chip that got dug up from an archaeological dig once? It was really old. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard there was an alien spaceship found in Antarctica buried, but because you can tell the age. Like, apparently, I don't know. I think it's similar to a tree where there's like rings and shit. I think it's the carbon in the ice. You can date it, and they found something that was like fucking tens of thousands of years old, and yet really wasn't. Some of the stuff you guys say on the chat. Some of the stuff you guys on the chat are saying, is actually worrying. Quantum entanglement is potentially why we have pyramids or similar structures around the world. Interesting. Am I watching Love Island? Am I fuck? I respect Apple White. Out of everything, would they build some shitty pyramids? Maybe that's their architecture on their planet. Who knows? There are some there for sure. The ancient Egyptians and Aztecs had structures that are very suspiciously advanced. 100%. I've done a video on the pyramids of Giza and just some of the shit. They essentially had air conditioning in those pyramids. Like, what the fuck? Let alone the fucking 70-ton slabs of granite that they managed to move 100 miles to put like 100 feet in the air in a fucking pyramid. You know? And like the statistic that in order for those to be built, they'd have to have X amount of slaves working, putting a block that weighs like tens of tons, putting a block down every 2.5 minutes non-stop for like 20 years, 24/7. The maths just doesn't add up.
Yeah, that's.
There we go. Sorry, guys, I got the hair. What are you saying, Lars?
I was just saying that's one thing I don't think will ever be fully understood.
Yeah.
Why the pyramids are here in the first place and how they've been built.
Yeah.
And like the things that line up, like you say, with the perfect north and all that shit.
Yeah. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Mad to think I used to watch this guy for festival advice. This is it, mate. This is it. What was before the Big Bang, though? How can all this come from nothing? Well, who's to say that there was nothing before the Big Bang? I know it's the theory, but it's just a theory, you know? Now, I'm not saying that there wasn't a fucking massive explosion and shit, but apparently it's like everything that is currently in the universe was contained within like a grain of sand, wasn't it? And then it just expanded, is the theory.
Yeah, I think that's the general theory.
But if it's like if space is growing, what space is it growing into? Do you know what I mean? If space is expanding, it has to be there's like because space, unless it's a loop, can't be infinite. There has to be an edge. There has to be, and then what happens out there? That's something we can't even comprehend.
Yeah.
When you look at like a fucking blood pipette or whatever under a microscope, and you see all the shit going on. It really wouldn't surprise me, mate, if our entire universe is like fucking bacteria and cells, and in a fucking drop of rain on an alien planet. Do you know what I mean? Like if it's all compared. I think one of the best fucking things I've ever seen is in that first Men in Black film, where we're just in marbles being played by fucking aliens.
Yeah.
But also, what if that structure, what if that just isn't the case? Like, what if space as we think it is, that just isn't? This is really hard for me to explain, but I know what I mean in my head. Like, so we have like a universe with galaxies, with planets, with stars, with our Earth, blah, 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 on this plane of existence. Like, what if that just isn't actually the way that it is? I don't... I'm talking like different dimensions and shit. Multiple universes. Like, if every single decision...
Yeah.
Every single decision has a branch and just fucking...
It's crazy to think about.
Oh man, it's a lot.
You're just like, it'll just race.
But then there's also the possibility, and I know we've said it a lot on the fucking podcast, that this is actually a simulation.
Yeah. I think there's, some, I wouldn't say like hard proof, but I think there's some, I don't know, like rigidity to that claim.
I think that there's more weight in simulation theory than there is in religion.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. But then, are we all in the same simulation, or am
That's
I
the thing.
or am I the main character, and actually, like, none of this is real? So when I end this Discord call with you, for example, Loz, you cease to exist until you come back into my peripheral. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
like,
Or
like,
like I could be a character that you've made up, and I'm responding to
yeah,
like you, and you're actually giving me the answers. You're telling me what to say, or you're
yeah.
in some way feeding me the information.
Or
It's
are we all
fucked.
NPCs in someone else's simulation, but
That's
it's
it.
so advanced that all the NPCs do their own shit, so this main character, whoever it may be, interacts in this world that is so organic and so fucking realistic that everyone involved doesn't realise.
That's it.
I watched a TikTok that was like, imagine if this is what happened when you die. Close your eyes and open them again in 3 seconds. You close your eyes, you open them, and then the dude takes, like, it's like POV of someone taking a headset off of you and being like, how was that? Was it fun? And it's like, oh man, imagine if that actually fucking happened. That's disgusting. But yeah.
That's fucked. That is fucked.
But I've often thought, if I turn off my computer right now, I'm shut in this room by myself. Alright, I can see out the window, so let's close that off. Is everything outside not rendered until I open the door? Then it all renders in. You know what I mean? Like, it just expands around me as the main character of this simulation. But I feel like, but then you don't know. But I feel like if there was to be a simulation, I feel like it would be like one massive MMORPG. Like, everyone's in it, and they don't know.
Yeah, everyone's got their like day cycle that they go through.
Yeah.
So fucked.
Yeah. Oh, Bleach Boy Vivo, I smoke way too much to be watching this right now. I bet he's just like, he's absolutely gone.
Fucking blazed, man.
What do you guys think of the opening scene of Prometheus? The engineers created us. Yeah, this is what I mean. This is what I'm saying. That's my theory. Alien fucking fucked with it.
I do like that film as well.
Yeah. That's a shame. I think it kind of flopped because I think people were really expecting like a hard prequel for Alien, whereas Ridley Scott wanted to kind of go off on this, expand the universe and go off on this engineers thing. But when it flopped, Alien fucking whatever it's called happened. What's it called? Covenant. Which was a sack of shite. Yeah. Can you do polls in the chat? I don't think I can. If I could do, yeah, okay. So let's do a poll in the chat. Who here thinks they've seen actual? Okay, so if you think you've seen a UFO, put an emoji. Peace be with the people high right now, probably feeling like they're going into a different dimension. Let's see. Or I'm watching Prometheus actually soon. Do some theory investigating documentary style videos. It's not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout. Like the kind of stuff I'm doing with ghost hunting, but apply it to a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Stonehenge, that place is pretty mad. There's all sorts of shit like that. There's all sorts of shit like that where it's like, it's just insane. How the fuck did those stones get there? Easter Island. How the fuck did that stone is not native to that island? So it's like, how did they get there? How do those massive monoliths, which like 3/4 of them are buried below the ground, so they're not just a head? Like, how the fuck did that shit get there? We're the real Sims. Lozzie putting the dinosaur. Couple of emojis in there. Nice. Some kind of matrix. Seen orbs. It's just crazy, isn't it? Shit is just fucking crazy.
Absolutely cray.
Course like Syria in the college I teach in by asking my students how we know things are happening when we are not there. Thankfully my students didn't drop me in, a principal had to step in. What? That's it. You reckon the ancients that erected Stonehenge were sat there after moving the stones and said, why have we done that? Bants, innit? Yeah, imagine that. Couple of emojis, you love to see it. In the chat, how do you think we came to be here? So I want to hear either aliens, God, Big Bang, or don't know. What do you believe? Aliens, God, Big Bang, or don't know? Aliens, God, Big Bang, or don't know? Stonehenge was built by Druid ravers. That's the way.
Good old Druids, mate.
Big Bang, ain't got a clue. Yo, Dudey, Big Bang, Big Bang. All of the above.
There you go.
That's it. Dunno. Aliens that keep our timeline intact. Our paths are set out. I'm guessing you've watched Loki.
Yeah.
Any news on the doll? As far as I'm aware, I haven't. Well, I haven't been told anything. So I will inquire. We've got a haunted doll being sent to the factory loss by Tink Smith.
Oh.
All three:
GG.
Big Bang, Creator, Alien, Connor's mum and dad. Imagine that. It's just revealed what created the
Connor
universe.
Hayes' mum and dad.
Connor Hayes' mum and dad.
Silent heroes.
I do, Ben. I do recommend doing that, mate. I certainly do. Who made the aliens? Who knows? Let's find out where we came from first.
Yeah. It's chicken or the egg shit.
Yeah. Stonehenge was built by Dudicus Rhinoceros after a mad sesh at the ancient ceremony of Red Ing. That's it. America shit. Anyway, you not miss much. Dylan's throwing out the shade. Alternate universe matrix stuff. Google Erin Valenti. You've piqued my interest. Erin Valenti. The very strange and unusual case of Erin Valenti. Okay.
I'll feel a video coming.
What do you know? Oh, by the way, guys, you may have seen it on the premiere screen. Wednesday, 7 p.m. That is because of the England game. Basically, I thought I was going to do it for 7 o'clock on Tuesday, but I thought, you know, a lot of people will be watching the England game and then they'll be out in the pub after the England game, so not many people will be able to see it. So anyway, my exploration video, which got crazy, every sort of ghost hunting technique is in that video. It's mad. At a mental hospital, abandoned mental asylum. Great video. Worked 2.5 weeks on editing it. Comes out Wednesday 7 p.m. I believe. Yeah, Wednesday 7 p.m. It's in the premiere. Hope to see you there. Live.
It's gonna be
Failing that, if you can't
lit.
be there, you know, give it a watch, give it a like, share it. I worked very, very hard on the video, so I really do hope you enjoy it. I will save that tab and look into it. Have you seen Cobra Kai? I haven't. I'm a God believer, however, that would mean that God also invented other dimensions. Imagine if aliens could control and manipulate our time, space, reality.
That would be fucking pretty spicy.
It really would. Dormammu created the universe, yes.
That fucking
Wednesday, I thought it was
scene.
Tuesday. Yeah, blame England, mate. It was going to be Tuesday, but just any time on that Tuesday, it would just be royally fucked by the England game. And because of how hard I worked on it, I want to give it the best chance at being seen. Have you ever read or seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? I've seen the film, yeah. The answer to the question to the meaning of life is 42. Anglia Square, yeah, fuck that place. Jesus. What you know about rolling? Yeah, guys, follow me on TikTok, Dudey Rhino, for conspiracy content. Conspiracy content. Hippies in the middle of Stonehenge disappearing when lightning struck it. Swiss penalty. And they're 1-0 up. Oh my god, France are going out.
That's it.
Switzerland missed the pen.
Oh, gee.
What's the news, big man? Apparently, they can't prove that UFOs are aliens. About the Nephilim, that's a type of angel, isn't it? No idea if Redding will go ahead, mate. Larice saved it, no way. Madness. Guys, hit that like button because this does go up afterwards. I'm probably going to call the show very shortly. Would you ever consider a drive to Kent in Gravesend? There's an abandoned hospital there that me and my friend have visited a few times and encountered strange things. Most certainly. We went to... Darren Woods was in Kent, wasn't it? Was?
Yeah, I think it was near Kent if it wasn't actually in Kent, but yeah.
Yeah. What if the aliens are just messing with us, like they put random stones in all those freaks out and laughing at us? Yeah, more than likely. 4th floor and hit a metal pipe, crashing it to the floor from the 3rd floor. Fucking hell. Gravesend in Kent. Got to go now, lads. Yeah, we're going to chip as well. I like to keep these tight to an hour or as tight as possible. But yeah, Lozzie, thank you for joining me, mate. I appreciate it.
No problem. Enjoy it.
Excellent.
It's good.
Excellent. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining us. Subscribe to Lozzie's YouTube channel. It's Lozzie. Subscribe to me if you haven't already. Hit the like button, share. We're here every Monday at 8. And if you want to become a member or a patron, you get an exclusive Discord and stuff. And it supports me as a creator. Alright, very close to 100k. If you could share with your friends and stuff, that'd be amazing. I think I'm like 8,500 away. It's, you know, the final straight is on. And yeah, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. And we will see you very soon. See ya. Oh, Declan.